Hello everybody. I'm broadcasting now from Jerusalem, from just in front of the Israeli Knesset. It seems that the detentions were started. The 150 refugees here from Sudan and Eritrea are and they are surrounding the people here, and the buses are just in the back of us. Okay, sorry. Okay. I've been told that the reason for the gathering here is not because they started to arrest. It's because somebody lost his conscious now here, probably from pressure or I don't know what, and they're calling for someone to come and take care of him. They're not starting the arrests yet, but still, the tension here is getting high as a lot of police is already here surrounding all the area, police and immigration people, and they are about to start the arrest soon. Thank you very much from France. We're getting solidarity message. They're calling freedom and freedom and freedom all over again. Try to get a bit of I think that they're doing it just to give some air to that person that Thanks for joining us, and if you want to spread, I think it's a big story. If you want to help us spread it, please share it on your walls and on your timelines, and maybe tweet it. I mean, whatever you can do to help it spread, because we are the new media and we don't have only ourselves to help. As I said, the tension is pretty high here. Let me say it also in Hebrew, please. A few words. חברים, אנחנו נמצאים כאן ממש מול הכנסת, אחרי ששעות ארוכות מבקשי המקלט הסודנים והאריתראים הפגינו כאן בקריאה לחופש ובקריאה שלא יכלאו אותם שוב. מתרכז כאן כוח גדול של שוטרים ושל אנשי הגירה, ויש כבר אוטובוסים שהובאו לכאן, ונראה שהעסק עומד להתחיל, ובעצם אמורים לבקש מהם להתפנות. מישהו כאן התמוטט, מישהו כאן בוכה, אני לא יודע אם זה ממתח, כמה אנשים כאן בוכים. Let me go back to English. We're seeing some people crying here. We'll try to check why is it. Maybe it's because of the pressure and the anxiety, knowing they're getting back to jail maybe soon. I don't know, but let's just watch the pictures and let them speak now. The policemen here are nervous and they're kind of asking the photographers not to push. It's not going to be easy for them to do the tensions here. And you can see here an activist that is handing his hands to be handcuffed, willing to be arrested with the refugees over there. This is Ido. Maybe you remember him from some of our posts in the past. He was demonstrating in front of that so-called open facility, which is definitely a jail, asking to be jailed with the refugees unless they're going to be released because they're not guilty in anything. He's here also now, and he's asking, actually begging the police to arrest him if they're going to arrest the refugees. Big drama here, as you can see. Maybe we'll catch some words with Dov Khanin. Is a member of the Knesset from a party that is called Hadash. It's a Palestinian Jewish party. Dov, אהלן, אני אוכל לראיין אותך קצת? בסדר? זה בסדר שזה יהיה באנגלית, כי אנחנו עושים את זה גם כדי שבחול תשמעו. So we are with the member of Knesset, Dov Khanin from Hadash. Dov, it seems that it's going to start now. I mean, the arrests or
I do hope it will not start because we got permission from the authorities in the Knesset to let them enter the Knesset and discuss with them the whole situation. That is what I proposed, to have someone listen to them and listen to their stories and to their distress. And I do hope that someone will be wise enough not to take them forcefully now back to prison.
How do you feel about all this, all these 3 last days, and from the moment they broke from the prison and marched in such a heroic way?
Well, I feel very bad about it. These people, if they were just, seeking to work in Israel, they had a million of opportunities to disappear all over Israel. But they decided not to do it, They decided to go together here to the Knesset. They knew exactly what will happen.
And deliver a message.
And they wanted to deliver a message, and it is high time for Israeli society to start listening and to start looking at these people and to see their human beings.
Yeah. And Dov, could you maybe tell, at least the people on abroad, I'm not sure they were of, the heroic struggle you and members of your party and Meretz party were struggling just a week ago in the Knesset to try to prevent this new rule that is allowing all this to happen now. Could you tell something about this struggle?
Well, we struggled in the last months very hard against this new legislation that actually sends these people from Africa to unlimited detention in so-called open jail. But it is not really open because people are not really allowed to go outside. People are not really allowed to walk.
Yeah.
So they are in jail for unlimited time. We struggle against this legislation. We had also an all-night debate in the Knesset plenary. But unfortunately, the right wing was able to pass this legislation through, and as we warned, it didn't solve any problem at all, but just caused new
saying that the left side has no monopoly on human rights. Wasn't it that? And how did you feel that it passed in the International Day of Human Rights, World Human Rights?
Well, it should make all of us, very sad. And very, very much ashamed because of this situation.
Yeah. Thanks, Dov. It seems that things are starting here. Thanks a lot. We were with Dov Hanin, member of the Knesset of Hadash party, Jewish Arab party. They have 4 seats in the parliament. 3 of the seats are of Palestinian Israelis, Palestinian citizens of Israel, and 1 seat is Dov Hanin's one. They're doing a pretty much good job here. And now people are sitting down on the floor, and the police are actually starting to... You see the police is avoiding us from getting further, and now they are trying to start to lift them up from the floor and load them. I don't like this word, but load them on the buses. This is really sad. This is really sad and very cynical. This is the bus, and in Hebrew people are calling tit baishu, which means shame on you, shame on you. This is really a drama. They're actually carrying people one by one to the buses. You can see it here. People are crying here. People that were escorting them and struggling with them, and people are really crying and very upset here. I'm talking about the activists, of course. The shame on you, officer. People are calling. Just a second. You see, people are being carried. People are calling refuse orders. Big drama here, really. If you can help us spreading the news, please do so. You see, some people are there. So sad, it's unbelievably sad here. No more prison, people are calling. And look, here people are pushing. Look. Just look. אני לא מפריע, אחי. קצת. Look at the violence, look at the... How do you feel about it? You can write to us on the chat, we'll try to read it without, through the mess here. The people here are immigration inspectors. Screaming with tears in my eyes, really. Big drama here. Some people are sitting at the floor and those people are being just grabbed one by one to the bus now. On the other side there are other people that are also waiting for their turn or not. Let's try maybe to talk with Ido. Ido? בא לך להגיד כמה מילים, אבל לא שלוז, אני שואל חי? אני מאמין רוצה להגיד People are really very anxious here and they're not willing to speak, and this is very, well, we can understand that. Big drama here, big drama, really. Big drama here. Big drama here in Jerusalem, just in front of the Parliament of Israel, shamefully. You can see the Parliament just up there. This is the Israeli Knesset that just a week ago was voting for this, change of the law that is allowing this to happen now. And just up the hill over there is the Supreme Court that was actually forced the Knesset to change the law, but the Supreme Court expected it to be changed for the good, not for for that. It's difficult to explain it now, but let's keep with what's happening here. What is happening here? היי, אח שלי, חברים, אני מתנצל, השידור יהיה רובו באנגלית. אנחנו נמצאים כאן ממש מול הכנסת. קודם דב חנין דיבר איתנו וסיפר לנו שבעצם הייתה הבטחה מצד הכנסת שיתנו למשלחת להיכנס ולשטוח את הטענות ולראות מה אפשר לעשות, אבל זה כנראה הייתה פעולת הסחה, והנה העסק מתחיל, המעצרים פה ההמוניים מתחילים, יש פה סערה מאוד מאוד גדולה של רגשות, בכי, כעס והתנגדות אזרחית. אנשים יושבים על הרצפה ומסרבים להיעצר, אבל הנה אנחנו רואים שגם הצידה כאן בעצם, תראו, יש פה עוד זירה. אני מצטער, אבל רוב הדיווח יהיה באנגלית, אתם יכולים לראות את התמונות Okay. Here is a member of the Knesset. Hey! Here is a member of the Knesset, another member of the Knesset, Ilan Gilon, a member of the parliament. This is really a shame. And he's here trying to use his, I forget the word in English, but you know that if somebody is a member of the parliament, you cannot touch him. So he's here in the middle and they're not allowed to touch him. But they're asking him to leave because he's disturbing. Of course he's not. Fuck, this is so sad. People are calling for freedom here. Look, people are taking them one by one. You see? Look at this. This is happening now in Jerusalem, Israel. Today is the International Day of the struggle against poverty. You know, part of the reason they are here is also poverty, of course not the main one, but another one. I think that half of the people were evicted already. I mean, were arrested, detained already on the buses. And look at this. There is a line of police that we cannot really pass. Yeah, actually we can. Sorry. Let's maybe go a little bit next to the bus to see what's going on there now. See? These are really bad pictures. Look, just look at this. Yeah. Hey, and here in Hebrew, it is written just in front of the bus, Patuach Batachat sheli. It means open in my ass. It means like, don't bullshit us that this is an open center, it's a jail. So my ass, it's an open center. It's part of the protest here. And you see what's going on here. Some are resisting, some of them are speaking with us, you know, today and yesterday in the interviews, and now they're just being grabbed to the bus. And this guy here with the yarmulke is, what I understand, the commander of all this action here. And there is another bus now. Look. Somebody lost a shoe. You see, somebody lost his shoe. The police is quite aggressive here, and also the immigration people. Some of them are part of minorities in Israel, and it's so sad to see minorities, not everybody, but mostly minorities that are working for this system instead of for their, you know, brothers and sisters, as we are all, the 99%. This is really sad. Not that it wasn't expected, but still, it's really, really sad here. We need freedom and dignity. The guy is saying, and soon he will be, look, and soon he will be arrested. Some of the people are not resisting and are entering to the bus, you know, peacefully. The others are resisting the little they can. Thanks for joining us, and I will ask you again, not in the sake of rating, but in the sake of exposure to this big story. We need your help to spread it, to diffuse it. If you have an option to, if you have, you know, a way to help us by maybe tweeting it with the link to this live stream that I think is the only live streaming from this event, and if you can put it on your timelines on Facebook, or, you know, call your friends to watch, I think it's important, either now or later, not live, recorded. You see, some of the people are being arrested by the police and the others by the immigration officers that are here, and they were all, what I understand is that they are not going back to the open center, as they violated the, so to say, violated the rules of the open center. They will be sent back to the old good jail, you know, closed jail they were jailed in. And I just want to remind you that none of them was trialed. I mean, none of them is guilty of something. They're all here as asylum seekers. Most of them, their applications were not even. Some of them were not even examined, and the others that were examined were all denial. And officially, they are called here infiltrators, which means people that intruded the border illegally. You know, among the activists here, we're saying that you know, the Jews that escaped from Europe 60 or 70 years ago and went to some countries to seek for shelters, they didn't come with their passport and went through the main door. They, you know, yeah, they were infiltrators for their life. Look. Look at the aggression here. אני מקווה שאתם איתנו חברים, אמנם השידור הוא בעברית, אבל באנגלית, סליחה, אבל אנחנו משדרים כמובן לכולם, גם לכאן וגם לשם, מתוך אמונה שרובכם יודעים אנגלית, וחשוב לנו שהתמונות יצאו גם החוצה וגם שסודנים אחרים יוכלו לראות אותם. We're seeing that some of the Israelis activists that are here are being, well, not arrested, but you know, they ask them to stay away, otherwise they're going to be arrested. Yeah, so see. Look at this, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. This is so sad. This is so sad, really. Yeah. Yeah, let's go back a little bit to the group that at least was. Look at this. Look at this. This is such a tragedy, really, human tragedy. No person in the world is deserving such a treatment. Look at this. Look how he's bending his arm. Look how he's grabbed. Another one. Folks, if you want to say something, if you want to write something, if you want to express your feelings or deliver any message, feel free to do that using our chat or social streaming through Ustream. And if you can help us to diffuse this, please do so in any way that it seems that the buses are full now and they have only places in they don't have any seats. They will have to stand now. And all the buses are full. They're waiting for the fifth bus. 4 buses are already full with people. That means that about 200 people are here arrested because there are 50 seats approximately in every bus, and they're waiting for the 5th bus. Iran is calling him, "You're a zero, you're nothing." This is the guy that is in charge of all this action here. Maybe legal, because you know they decide what is the law, but definitely immoral, because moral is nothing that we can compromise. Here you can watch Oren Ziv, the photographer from Active Steels, and he's also part of our collective in Revolution News. You'll be able to watch his steals later on today. So now they're waiting for the 5th bus. Look at these people. You know, 2 citizens that are jogging here like nothing is happening. See? He was bitten. He was bitten. This guy was bitten.
ראית איזה דחיפות הלכו פה? ראית איזה מכות? ולמה הוא החליט? ומי דחף אותו על שלג?
רוצה להגיד כמה מילים באנגלית, איך אתה מרגיש עכשיו? We're with Michael, one of my friends and an activist here. You want to describe maybe how you feel, Michael, now towards these sites here?
I feel terrible because my country behaved like shit to a people that done nothing wrong, only because the color on their hand, only because the color. They have been violent now to people with no reason. There was no reason to violent. And I feel like there is no heart in this country. No heart. Enough.
Thank you, Michael. Thanks. Actually, everybody are kind of crying here. Thanks for being with us and seeing this, and we'll appreciate it if you'll just help us spread it away. There is another group that is there. I don't know if it's only activists, Israeli activists, or also some refugees.
אני מדבר לקדוש ברוך הוא, לקדוש ברוך הוא אני מדבר. אתה תגמור אותי, אתה תגמור אותי. איך תגמור אותי? אני לא מדבר.
I will finish you, telling the officer here. I will finish you.
ואני לא בן של זונה! ואני לא בן של זונה, מר מויאל!
שאלתי אותו, אומר לך, אני אגמור אותך.
פח אשפה מתנהג כמו גזרן חרא! זה פח אשפה אנושי! אתה לא מאיים עליי עם הבדים שלך ולא עם הכוח שלך! אני לא הכנסתי בני אדם לאוטובוסים באקציה!
And the lawyer is really upset now. And he was just saying him now, shame on you. It's not me who has to be shamed. Not me ordered them to get on the buses like an action. Aktia, I don't know if you know this word. It's, you know, like the Germans used to do many years ago. He's really upset. Release the refugees, arrest the ministers that were allowing this to happen. People are calling here. Well, what about you people from abroad? When you're watching this, what do you feel? You can share it with us and the other audience, the other viewers, if you feel like. You can read it, we can read it here through the chat. We are here now with two members of the Knesset here. I'll try to translate. Both of them are from Meretz party. Meretz is a left party in Israel. Jewish, mostly Jewish left party in Israel. Doing a lot in terms of human rights and solution, two-state solution with the Palestinians. מיכל, אני אשאל עוד פעם באנגלית, בסדר? How do you feel now, Michal? Michal is member of the Knesset, Michal Rosin from Meretz.
I feel very sad. Everybody was demonstrating for this morning very quietly, very organized. There was no reason to do it so violently. So, in the last minute, they can negotiate with the people, tell them come quietly, but they didn't negotiate. They didn't do everything. They waited for 3 o'clock, just take them, 10 of them. Each one was taken by 10 people, very strongly, very violent, and they take them out up the bus. It's terrible.
מיכל, אפשר גם משהו בעברית, כאילו, in Hebrew too?
Yes.
מה, כאילו, לא יודע, איך את מרגישה מול כל הדבר הזה כאן? כולם פה עם דמעות בעיניים.
אני מרגישה מאוד מתוסכלת, כי באמת הייתה פה הפגנה מסודרת, שקטה, לעניין. הם עמדו, הביאו את מחאתם, במקום להיכנס איתם לאיזושהי הידברות עם המנהיגות שלהם, במקום להגיע איתם לאיזושהי הסכמה, נהגו פה באמת באלימות קיצונית שאפילו לא הייתה נדרשת. זה אנשים לא חמושים, לא אלימים, אין להם ביד, תמיד מאשימים שיש ביד אבן או מקל, ולכן צריך להיזהר, לא היה שום דבר כזה. אין סיבה שנהגו בכזאת אלימות, פשוט אין סיבה.
תודה, ומיכל, יש לך הערכה, הם ילקחו מכאן מן הסתם לא למתקן הפתוח, בטוח, נכון?
ממה שהבנתי הם נלקחים לקציעות, שם יערך להם שימוע לכל אחד מהם, ולפי זה יוחלט האם הם עוברים לסהרונים.
ושוב הם יהיו בלי פנים ושמות ולא נדע מה קורה להם, ואז יוכלו לעשות איתם מה שבעצם הם רוצים?
ושוב יכניס אותם לסהרונים, ואחרי תקופה יעביר אותם למתקן הפתוח, ושוב הם יכולים לצאת וחוזר חלילה, וזה לא פתרון.
כן, מיכל, יש לי שאלה, אתם בתור חברי כנסת נהנים מחסינות ויכולים להיכנס לבקר אותם במתקנים האלה? בתוך המתקנים עצמם?
למיטב ידיעתי כן, אני כבר ביקרתי בסהרונים, ואני גם מבקר בחולות.
וזה יכול גם להיות ביקור ספונטני, או שזה ביקור שהם מתכוננים אליו?
לרוב יש צורך לתאם, אבל אני כמובן אגיע לבקר אותם.
כן, תודה מיכל, תודה. זמן קשה. We're getting back to Hebrew now, to English now. I want to ask, where is Ilan Gilon, member of the Knesset Ilan Gilon? I don't know if he will speak English or Hebrew, but we'll try to. אילן, אהלן, אבי מחדר מצב של ההמחאה. תגיד, אתה תסכים להתראיין קצת?
זה המקצוע שלי.
נכון, אבל זה בסדר. ואתה יכול גם באנגלית או שאתה מעדיף רק בעברית?
לא.
אז עברית, בסדר, אז עברית.
אני ארגיע אותך, אני מדבר יותר טוב משר החוץ אנגלית, ובכל זאת אני לא מרשה לעצמי.
אילן, אז מה, איך אתה מרגיש עכשיו מול המראות האלה כאן?
מיותר, מביש, פשוט לא, מקומו לא הכירנו בדבר הזה. מה קרה? נניח שהחבר'ה האלה היו מגיעים לכאן להפגנה, ונניח ש55,000 האלה היו נשארים, מה היה קורה נניח עד הסוף שהיו נשארים פה כפליטים, כאלה מוכרים, אבל זה לא זה. שמע, אנחנו עם שיש לו היסטוריה, אני בן אדם שמכבד את המורשת שלי.
אילן, זה שקר.
רגע, תן לו לסיים ואז אני אתן לך להגיד, בסדר?
אנחנו עם שאני מכבד את המורשת שלי, אנחנו גם ירדנו לשבור רעב במצרים, פעם, זוכר? יש לנו היסטוריה קרובה שנתדפקנו על כל מיני דלתות שרדף אחרינו הצורר ולא פתחו לנו. וכנראה שגם להם יש, לחלקם המכריע, כנראה יש מצוקה כזאת. והסיבה השלישית שצריך לטפל בהם אחרת זה כי אנחנו חתומים על אמנת האו"ם לפליטים.
שאנחנו יזמנו אותה.
אנחנו תומכים בה, אבל כנראה שזה הבל פה. וברגע שזה מגיע לבירור מעמדם, אתה יכול להסתכל ב10 השנים האחרונות, אני לא יודע אם 50 איש קיבלו מעמד פליטות, ואני חושב שאני מגזים לטובה בעניין הזה. אז מה העניין? מה קרה? אז בוא נניח שתקופה מסוימת עד שיבררו את המעמד הפליט שלהם, ייתנו להם לעבוד במקום אותו כוח אדם שמגויס בחול, כי צריך להרוויח קופון בחול וקופון בארץ, כחברות כוח האדם שמסוחרות כאן בכוח אדם זר. בוא נניח שהם היו מקבלים את התפקידים האלה בחקלאות, בסיעוד, במקומות אחר. מה אז היה קורה? ואז נברר מי נרדף על נפשו ומי יכול לחזור למקום שלו. אין שום סיבה לחשוב שמדינה אין לה זכות להגן על הגבולות שלה. אני בעד זה. לא חושב שכל אחד יכול...
הגבול סגור עכשיו.
אבל ברגע שמישהו מתדפק על דלתך, אתה קודם כל מכניס אותו ומברר מה מצבו. זה הכל מה שכאן אנשים מתבקשים. ולעומת זה, תראה איזה בושה.
תודה אילן.
מה אני יכול להגיד לזה?
תודה אילן.
בושה, אני מרגיש...
אגב, זה קורה ביום הבינלאומי למאבק בעוני, נכון? תודה.
כל יום זה יום בינלאומי.
כן. So, okay, we're speaking with Ilan Gilon, a member of the Knesset from the Meretz Party, and Mensch, as we say in Yiddish, which means he's really a human being. He was talking a lot about human rights, and he said that what would have happened if we just left them here, giving them work, examine their real status, probably discover that they deserve to get a shelter as refugees, and saving all this shameful behavior that was happening here. We are now getting closer to a place where some refugees are waiting for the 5th bus because there is not enough, and one of them is interviewed. Let's...
I see them prison, Salonim,
Can I?
and they go,
Sorry?
go to New Campi, and they go to another prison. I don't like prison. I need freedom.
And now you're waiting for another bus?
Yeah. No, man. I go to another prison. No come back to another prison. I like freedom.
You cry?
Yeah. Another prison, no good. Prison Israel, no good. I like freedom.
My friend, can I ask you also? We're broadcasting live to the internet from here. People are watching. You see, it's like 115 viewers now.
Not much.
You speak good. How do you feel? What do you feel now? You're from Eritrea?
Yeah, from Eritrea. I come from Sinai, come to Israel. You see prison, Sharonim, 2 years. After 2 years, go to up another prison. You see, 1 week. After 1 week, I come to Israel, go to freedom. I need freedom. No, not like prison. I need freedom.
Everybody needs freedom.
Yeah, you need freedom.
Thanks, man. This is so sad, really. People are crying here, as you can see. Many people are crying here. Okay, see, they're being taken now. They're taking them now. Again, aggressively. Again, aggressively. This is so heartbreaking, really. Look, people are chanting freedom, freedom, and being taken to the bus, back to the jail.
Freedom! Freedom! Freedom!
This is maybe the only word some of them are known in English. Some of them speak English and some don't. And look, this is so sad. This is so heartbreaking.
Freedom! 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 We need freedom! Freedom! We need freedom! 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 Freedom!
What a terrible way to learn a word, a new word in foreign language.
תפסיק לצלם אותו.
אולי תרגעי?
אולי זה בדיוק.
כן, זה בדיוק, כן. הבן אדם מתמודד מול זה.
זה נושא פוליטי, זה חשוב שיצא.
בסדר, פה זה לא פוליטי, פה זה נושא.
זה גם.
הכל בסדר, בוא, אל תדאג, אל תדאג, בוא.
Sorry.
תקשיב אותו.
איפה, בשלג?
אל תדאג, אל תדאג, בוא.
Yes, it's a private moment. I need to give him some privacy. Yeah. Just about 100 meters from the Israeli Knesset, the parliament that is just, well, behind this tree. What a shame. What a shame. Thanks, Global Occupy News Network. We're there now too. I hope you help us to spread it even more, because this is such a tragedy. This is such a shame, such heartbreaking, really. People are now, just simply begging for their freedom. Oh God, this is what some of them are chanting now, crying. Yeah, they're carrying him. Sorry. Fuck. Yeah, some of them are being carried to vans. Sorry, just. See, there's a new van, and he's been carried to one of these vans. See, they're putting him fast to the car. People are asking that they should give him to see a doctor now. It's so heartbreaking, really.
לא, זהו.
I must say that many of the people that are doing this work here are excluded in the Israeli society themselves, and they were picked to do that. It's always like that, I think in many countries, look who is going to be a policeman, who is going to do the job nobody wants to do. This is part of how the system works. People that naturally should have been, showing solidarity to each other are in two sides of the barricades. See, they're waiting here with the immigration officers until another van will come, because like many things in Israel, we're so unorganized that not enough buses, so they enjoy a few more moments of fresh air outside before the This woman is just saying that's a shame, my grandmother was in a concentration camp and now you're doing it to us. Guys, if you wanna share with us how you feel, please do so. Many immigration officers and also some police are surrounding those poor dozen of refugees here that are waiting for the new van to carry them together with their friends. They're going to be sent to Ktziot jail, which is a closed jail, and there, according to what Michal Ruzin, the member of the Knesset we just spoke to, was saying, there will be a hearing, a separate hearing for each and every one of them, and then there will be a resolution, what to do with each and every one of them. My guess is that they will be sent to the closed jail because they want to prevent others from doing the same, and they will probably say that legally, they were violating the rules of the open center, so they are not fit to stay there. Not that the open center is really open, they could have go out for a few hours to get some fresh air, but not more than that, because there are 3 times a day there are heads counting, and one in the morning, one in noontime, and one in the evening, and the only thing they get is a bus taking them to Beersheba, which is the closest city, to just hang there for a few hours, with no money, maybe for drinks, I don't know, and without permission to work, and they have to come back. Imagine they're waking up, let's say, in 6 o'clock in the morning. Okay, let's say that in 7 there is a heads count. Then, let's say that in 8 o'clock they have a bus bringing them to Beersheba. Then let's say that in, I don't know, 2 p.m., 3 p.m. they have to come back to, the lunch count, and then, if they still have some energy, they're allowed to go back to Beersheba, or just let's take a pastoratic travel in the firing zones that are surrounding this place, and then at the evening they have to be back again for the night heads count, and after the night head count, the open center, sounds almost like a cultural center, I'm cynically, is becoming a closed jail for the night until the next morning. This is what, this is the jail they were living a few days ago. It's a new center that was opened just 2 weeks ago after Israel changed the law to try to bypass the decision of the Supreme Court of Israel that wasn't allowing Israel jailing refugees without trial for such a long period, and the decision was taken by 9 courts. All of them were saying the same, and instead of listening to them and understand that this is so wrong, they just made some tricks like, you know, let's open an open center and then we can jail them and we won't call it a jail anymore. So this is what we're facing now here. We're just seeing now the last refugees, and refugees is how I call them, and some, you know, maybe decent people are calling them. The official name in Israel is infiltrators, which is terrible. And just in front of us, up there, is the building of the Israeli Knesset. This shameful thing is happening just, you know, in front of the parliament, the house of democracy, the temple of democracy, okay, of democracy in Israel. And the one that just a week ago, in the 10th of December, in the World's Human Rights Day, was deciding, you know, ignoring that this is such a symbolic day, was cynically deciding to change the rule and to approve the opening of this new detention center. Yeah, and just a few minutes ago we were hearing a woman, just a passerby, that was shouting at the immigration officers, you know, 60 or 70 years ago my grandmother was also taken into a concentration camp. Shame on you, how could you do that today to Sudanese refugees? You didn't learn anything from the history. And this is the last van that is taking the last group of Sudanese that are still free, if you can call freedom to some, you know, to dozens of officers that are surrounding you. But this is also over now. Look at her eyes. Remember this.
לא תיסי, תעמדי כאן.
This is the last one. All of the activists that are
זה עוד אוטובוס אחד. לא, נמצאת 2 כאילו.
איך אתה? ממונה?
לא ממונה. אוקיי. האמת ש... כן, נראה שעוד מעט. well, מה? לא? אוקיי.
בוא נגיד לך משהו, אם ברוסיה, במלחמת העולם השנייה, היו מתנהגים לסבתא שלי ולששת ילדיה שהיו שם, כמו שאנחנו מתנהגים אליהם.
Well, we just catch the tail of this short conversation between another woman activist and one of the officers here, and she was just saying, you know, if they were treating my grandmother like this and her 6 children like this, you know, in that awful times. I forgot what was the rest, but she said, you know, I think he didn't let her finish the sentence, because then he said, you know, I'm just doing my duty. This is also sound familiar, and I don't need to make the comparison, of course. Shit. This is so heartbreaking. סליחה, אני קצת מראיין כזה אנשים, אנחנו משדרים את זה חי באינטרנט באנגלית. את רוצה אולי להתראיין להגיד כמה מילים, באנגלית או בעברית? להגיד קצת אחת מרגישה מזה? עכשיו, רואים אותנו, תראי, עכשיו רואים אותנו.
נראה לי שזה הערוץ שבעלי רואה.
מה?
איך קוראים לך?
בעברית זה נקרא חדר המצב ובאנגלית זה נקרא
כן,
Revolution News.
אני חושבת שזה, ראינו את זה בבוקר.
וואלה. אז בא לך אולי להגיד כמה מילים?
אין לי מה להגיד,
את רוצה להגיד את זה שאין לך מה להגיד למצלמה? בקצרה כזה. We're just with another passerby that is here with her child, נכון? And what do you feel like watching this?
It's terrible. It's just terrible. I came here with hope that today can make a difference, that maybe someone will listen, and I saw that there is no point in this country. There is no. I'm sad. I'm really sad. It was hard to see, because they are refugees. They are good people, and they were not violent. And the way the police took them, it was hard.
Yeah. And this is happening just in front of the Israeli parliament, the Knesset, that is watching from above and, is silent.
And no one cares.
Yeah, no one cares.
No one cares. But I was proud that many other protesters were here, Israelis or from other countries. It gave me a little bit hope that people care.
Yeah. How do you feel about this march? Those people that we just, listened a few days ago in the news that, people just decided not to come back to the jail and not to play the game.
Yeah, and, very brave. I was really proud. Me and my husband, we were really proud to hear that.
Yeah. You think there is still some hope?
Yes. This is why I'm here.
Yeah. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Okay. Thanks. Yeah. Well, see, the buses already left and the vans left too, and now I think that everybody are living here. This is, a snowy moment. Not snowy. It wasn't snowing today, but it was snowing all the weekend, and there's a lot of snow here. I'm really curious to, to hear or read. What are you folks feeling about this heartbreaking tragedy here? That is over here now, but you see there is a sign, a ripped sign that is, I cannot open it now, but one of the signs that were thrown from the hands of the refugees when they were sent back to the jail now. Mission is done, and remember that I read a few days ago in one of the replies in Revolution News, one of the posts, somebody wrote that, wait, how was it? That I think it was administration. No, bureaucracy was is always misused and causing killings, or making people lose their life or freedom, or just because people are, as he said, I'm just doing the orders I got. I'm just doing my job. This is tragic, and it seems that most of the people have left already. Yeah, you can see the faces. People are really feeling bad about it. I see here lots of activists, human rights activists that I know from years of, attending those events, and faces are actually saying everything. See the signs thrown on the road now, and it's over. I believe most of you were watching those heartbreaking moments of people chanting freedom, 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 and being taken to the buses, losing their freedom in those very same moments. Just here above us is the Israeli parliament, the Knesset. Nobody cares. I counted 3 members of the Knesset here. 3 of them were from left side, left-wing parties. 2 of Meretz, 1 from Hadash. Yeah. Yeah. נשמה, אתמול חתכתי אותך בטעות, לא נכנס, כאילו משהו קרה, אבל היום יום חדש, לא? רק להגיד איך את מרגישה? Maybe you want to say Chara in English? How do you feel, Sapir, today after this? Just a few minutes ago people lost their freedom.
I don't know, we prepared to it, like we talked about it and we knew that this is what will happen. It was very difficult. And like I don't know how the people that in the police, in the immigration police, I don't know how they managed to act, like how they managed to do it.
One of them was answering, I'm just doing my job,
Yeah, and one of them told me, yeah, it was fun.
Yeah?
Yeah. So, it's easy to say I'm just doing my job, but there's ways.
No, that was his answer when a woman here told him, this is what they did to my grandmother, many years ago. Yeah. So what, it's the end of this? You think that something will be, something good came out from these 3 days?
I think that they managed to succeed their goal, because they wanted to come to the Knesset, they wanted to come to the Supreme Court, and basically they wanted this whole thing of the immigration in Israel will come to the media, and I think that
it gained a lot of attention from the mass media.
Talking about it.
That's right.
Because most of the time people don't care about it.
Yeah. For 3 days they got back their faces and names and the personalities and attention and
I know I was with them yesterday and also today, and I know that it was very important to them to come today, but it was heartbreaking to see them crying.
It was really heartbreaking.
But none of them tried to escape. Most of them didn't want to escape. They just wanted to be heard.
That's right. And I asked Michal Rosin, a member of the Knesset, she said that I was asking her what will happen now to them. So she said from her knowledge is that they're going to be sent now to Ktziot jail, and there will be a separate hearing for each and every one of them, and then a decision for each and every one of them what's going to happen with him. But she believes that because they violated the rules of the open center, then they will be sent to they will be now put it in a closed jail.
Yeah, but when I talk to them, they told me that it doesn't really matter to them. Of course it matters, but it doesn't really matter to them if it's a closed jail or an open jail. It's the same.
Jail is a jail.
It's just a jail, and if they have to come, they can't walk and they can go out, but they need to come to Be'er Sheva. It's taking too long, and then they have to come back. So it's
for the heads counting, and then go back again, and then again, and then in the night it's closed.
So I think that for the whole struggle, not like this demonstration in these times now, but for the whole campaign.
Yeah, for the long term.
For the long term, so I think that this is what they decided, and we just wanted to be there with them.
Yeah.
Let them lead, but to be with them.
So we're heading back to Tel Aviv with broken hearts today?
Yeah, you can say.
Yeah.
But
people are...
I guess that most of the activists dealing with human rights, it's what happened to them. They're active and they're saying things, and it's heartbreaking, and then you have to
cheer up and do the work.
Together, or not. I don't know. We will see.
Thanks, Sapir. Thanks a lot. Okay. There are some people here that I'm not daring to ask even to be interviewed now, because I can just imagine their feelings. They were all, all the last days. כן, אני אחזיר לך אותה. They were all, in the last few days, they were all their mind and thoughts and energy and feelings and whatever. תודה. הצלת אותי, ואת השידור. It was all invested in this, and now it's so heartbreaking, It's not, as I said, it's not that it wasn't expected. We were not born yesterday. We live here, we know how things are going or working, but still, there's always a hope, when something is so hard, so touching you, touching your heart, you expect that, it will touch also the hearts of the decision makers, of the elected people, of the, those people that are ruling this fucked up system just up there at the Knesset. Well, I guess you see some activists that are still standing here trying to digest what we just saw now and try to protest. I see here activists from the many human rights organizations in Israel. People are kind of leaving. So I think that we're gonna close up this broadcasting. As I told you before, snow is not a very common scene here in Israel, and the children of Jerusalem are enjoying it now. Or you know what, maybe it's not even the children of Jerusalem, because they had a few days to to play with it, and probably they are tired now. I think that people from other cities, Jerusalem was blocked for a few days, are here now, and like nothing happened, just a few moments ago. I guess they don't even know what drama was happening here just a few minutes ago. So thanks guys, and I just want to tell you thanks for